I mean, in all honesty, we're trying a different approach to this album, or my label is, and they've been doing it with other artists, Robert John and the Wreck, and I think they're starting to do it with Joe, is that we are releasing every song on the album as a single. Um, so hence that's sort of, it's the first time we're doing that, and it's obviously not the traditional approach for us, so everything's sort of the first time test. The reason for doing that is because really music now is really just a massive platform for us to promote our tours. You know, that's our kind of bread and butter as professional touring musicians. And you know, traditionally with an album, you know, you build it up and you've got like maybe a month's worth of publicity out of that. But because we keep releasing a new single every month and a new music video, it's kind of giving us a bit more shelf life to promote the tours. So I suspect it's going to be out sometime. I was going to say in the new year, but this is the new year, isn't it? So yeah, next couple of months, I think. I think the main two things for me was one, because the previous album, Nobody's Fool, had been quite a departure for me. Again, I'd done two blues albums back to back, blues album, and then we did a live version. So I kind of cheekily thought, why don't I just mess around with songwriting and see what else I can write and kind of sneak it out, given that I've just done two quite traditional blues albums for me. So this was intentionally, how do I link that album back into, you know, what I'm more known for and what really is my, you know, love, blues roots, soul. So that was kind of a fun challenge, because I do want to look back when I'm done and go, okay, every album was different, but it all sounds like one artist, just different shades of the same artist. So that was the main challenge and the main sort of motivator. But also, I think this album, it's I like how it's starting to sound more mature. I sound like a more mature person who's more comfortable in their own skin and understanding their own power as a woman, I suppose, and you know, that embracing the flaws. And again, going back to the looking back on this as a bulk of work, you know, that's a nice chapter in my life to be in. You know, it's a very different sound to the first album because I'm a very different woman. So I really like that kind of. Someone told me once that albums are really just like a snapshot of where you're at in that year, and you know, it's kind of like a audio video, you know, photography book in a way of my life. So yeah, that's the main thing. I hope people sense growth and are excited to continue on this sort of journey with me. And it really helps, you know, it gives you a great sense of relief as the artist, because I mean, I know for a fact that if we'd have recorded this album in June instead of May, it would have been a different album, even if we used the same band, producer, and songs, because it's just, you're in a different mood in June. You're, you know, more stressed or more relaxed or whatever was going on for me in June, you know. So it's, you change something minor like that, it's going to be a different album. So I think you kind of have to give it, you have to release that sort of vibe, if you will, and kind of, you know, give it the freedom to be whatever it is going to be.